Hey witches, mystics, manifestors, and people who just like tarot. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I'm Ray Luna. For today's pick a card reading, we are looking at the month of August. What will happen? What can you expect? Anything to note? So for group number 1 here, we have Desire and Green Serpentine. For group number 2, we have Longevity and Lepidolite. And for group number 3, we have Agreement and Rhodonite. So take your time and choose what card and crystal is calling out to you the most, and when you're ready, head to the description or comment section to click on the correlating timestamp to receive your reading. As always, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy this reading. Hey group number 1, welcome to your reading. So you chose Desire, Lettuce, and Green Serpentine, and with your tarot we have Chariot, 7 of Cups, 7 of Swords, 3 of Cups, and 2 of Pentacles. So what I see here for your August is with the Chariot and 7 of Cups, instantly I notice that there could be multiple areas where you're trying to build success and you're moving towards success. So this is like having a relationship improve, like a friendship, like healing after a fight has happened, improving communication with that relationship. And then this could be working on a personal project to increase your fitness and your health. This could be starting a HIIT exercise routine, doing yoga, something like that, right? Like multiple areas of your life, you are willingly, intentionally making progress with and having success with that. So that's something instantly that's really good for your August. This will be a productive month where you are seeing what you're putting in come back out to you. And with the selection card here, Desire, the first thing I thought too when I saw this was working on your desires, receiving more of what you desire. So I do think this is a month where you're going to feel like what you want, what you're looking forward to, more of that is coming towards you this month. So you are getting your desires. This could be a manifestation of some kind as well, like successfully manifesting a desire of yours, successfully manifesting clarity too on what it is you want. So as you're working on multiple areas to get success, this could be having one bigger desire. That's going to be different for each of you watching, of course, as it is a general reading, but I think there could be one area of life towards the end of the month. After you're done working on multiple areas, towards the end of the month, there could be one bigger goal, one big thing you want to accomplish or have, and this is getting clarity on that and getting clarity on how you can reach that, how to make progress on that. You seem to be someone who is willing to put in the work. So I think it's like sometimes even if we want something, we might be confused to how to even achieve it in the first place. So if there is a really big goal, a really big dream, this is something you will get clarity on approaching towards the end of the month, while in the meantime, you're working on multiple smaller goals, like, getting that exercise routine, improving a friendship where things were rough for a while, right? Stuff like that is a smaller goal, and a bigger goal could be something that is more of a passion or more directly related to how your life will play out, right? Like a job could affect how your life plays out, a relationship can too. So this will just depend on your own individual wants and needs. A lot of you could have this appear in your head when I said a giant big goal that you really want. So that is likely it, whatever you have thought of. With the sign Cancer, that also makes me think of emotionally connecting to what is happening in your life and fully experiencing those emotions. Like, this isn't, oh, you have to deal with stuff, so you have to disconnect to get through the day. This is having things where you feel emotionally connected to them and you feel motivated to be productive, get things done. This is a month for overcoming all your challenges, right? Feeling successful and finding solutions. I also see here as well, with the 7 of Swords, this card, I usually don't like this card because it makes me think of someone who steals or someone who lies to get their way. So you could be having a situation where you're having someone who has lied to you be cut out of your life. You are having someone who has tricked you, harmed you, or people you know, right? Even if this isn't you, you could have a friend or your significant other be affected by someone like this. Someone who is causing problems leaving your life, being eliminated, because right after this card is Three of Cups, Two of Pentacles, happily celebrating this person being exposed, happily celebrating not having to deal with this energy that is sinking you down or sinking others down anymore. So there is a celebration of negative energy leaving, negative person or people who lie, cheat, steal, leaving. So that is also another good thing. Like this month seems to be a month of alleviating a lot of troubles, a lot of difficulties, and making steady progress. And with the Two of Pentacles, I will say here, as it is a month where challenges are being eliminated, there is an element of being busy. So as I said, working on multiple things until you can figure out how to get that really, really big goal, right? So you will be busy, but this is a happy busy. A busy where you feel motivated, you like what you're doing, you feel emotionally engaged with it. So I'm going to shuffle some more cards and see what else comes out. Okay, with these cards here, we have space, enlightenment, moving forward, balance, a life of stability is yours, and realize, focus on what fulfills you. So another great thing I see for you in August is, of course, adding on to the earlier messages here, you are moving forward. So this is a confirmation from, the universe, your spirit guides, me. You are making progress. You are doing good work. So try not to second guess yourself. Try not to doubt yourself and keep pushing forward. You are doing a good job. If you need to hear it, you're doing a good job. Believe it. You are doing great. You are doing stuff right now that you will be proud of later on. You're doing the work now, so later you can rest. You are trying to change your life, and instead of being sad about it or just moping around, you are doing something about it. So this is a great thing to see here. I feel complete motivation from you in August. I also see this is like creating the space to be able to move forward. So this could be you are coming to a point where you are realizing what you need to do to have the good things move into empty spaces in your life. You're figuring out how to reach your desires, and this is a month too, you're realizing, well, I want to have more of what makes me feel comfortable, successful, stable, stability, it says, and focus on what fulfills you. So yeah, that's all of what you are doing. I also think this person, this negative energy here leaving is also going to give you more stability if you don't have to deal with someone who's lying, cheating, stealing, and such and so forth, right? If you don't have to deal with someone like that, you're going to feel more balanced and stable because there's less drama. So you're having drama leave your life, which is making you feel more comfortable. But I also feel like you're wanting to make effort or take steps to have more stability. So this could be having the stability of having a hobby you can do every day for an hour, or even like 30 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. You're wanting things to look forward to every day. So you're trying to create a routine in August. You are trying to make life plans in August. As I said, I picked up exercise routine, or even improving a friendship where things were rocky for a while. So you are looking at things in your life, seeing where they're going wrong, and you're taking a hammer and fixing it, putting everything back together again so it can work. But I also feel you are giving more to yourself because desire is a big focus. So maybe you have been neglecting what you want. You have been neglecting your needs. This is a month to make space for yourself so that you can feel comfortable, you can feel safe, and your needs and wants are met. And you're going to have lots of time to do this in August. I also see with enlightenment, this could also be the space to look at like shows, movies, books, conversations with other people, traveling someplace, and you see something that really speaks to you with enlightenment as well. This could be having something just make you motivated to change things, motivated to do something different as well. There's a big message here of having a lot of little sparks that make you want to move. Inspiration, right? Being inspired to make change and following through. So I'm going to put down some charms and close out your reading with them. Okay, so you have Pisces, intuitive. So your intuition is going to be important. Listen to your gut. What do you feel called to do? As I said, inspiration. You could get creative ideas with Pisces coming through in August. You could be a Pisces as well. With Cancer, water signs. So this is like heavy emotions, deep emotions. That is something to explore in August. Then we have number 5, perfume here. So that could be experiencing like pleasant smells. You could be getting a new fragrance. This also could be something luxurious because a lot of fragrances can be expensive, right? So this could be splurging on something in August that gives you more of what you desire, or like a want of some sort. You're spoiling yourself. Cauldron, this is cooking up many things at once, and that keeps coming through over and over again. Keep on cooking what you're doing. You're going to have a nice meal at the end to enjoy. Then we have cherries. Yeah, cherries, something sweet. Cherries also make me think of treating yourself. So this is really a month of not caring about meeting everyone else's needs and wants, but all of your own. Fully indulging in what you want. And with the leaf here, this makes me think of like Animal Crossing. When you find the leaves in the game, it's like a piece of furniture or something like that. So you guys could go furniture shopping, thrifting. You could be looking for items to put in your house that make it feel more like a home, or your apartment. Wherever you live, you could be doing something to make it feel more like a home. Warrior. Yeah, this is saying keep on fighting, keep on pushing. When I think of a warrior, I think of someone who doesn't give up, who keeps on going no matter what. So this month you're having a warrior personality. You're going after what you want, you're getting what you want, and you're indulging in your desires. So hopefully the reading wasn't too repetitive with some of what I said, but you got a lot of the same messages that kept coming through over and over again, even when I pulled new cards. Charms, that is really what you're meant to hear to guide you for this month ahead. So that was your reading, group number 1. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. Like it, subscribe if you haven't yet, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any other videos like this. I hope you guys have a great day, month ahead, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hey group number 2, welcome to your reading. So you chose longevity, chrysanthemum, and lepidolite. So the first thing I'm seeing here with longevity is the month of August is you focusing on relationships. So this could be developing the relationships you already have, or getting new relationships and fostering them. So hopefully they will be long-term connections, long-term relationships that you can rely on and they can rely on you. There's also a focus on long term. So a lot of what you're doing in August, this could be working on a goal that you start in August that will take a long time, something that takes a lot of effort for a big reward. Or it also could be a lot of what you're doing and planning is so long term you will benefit. Like you're not doing something for short-term gratification, short-term reward. You are playing the long game here, setting things up so over time you will benefit. You will reap something really great. I also feel with the tarot here, Judgment, 3 of Cups, 9 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 2 of Cups, a lot of cups, emotions, relationships, right? I see with the Ace of Cups, 3 of Cups, this is like creating love with other people. So if you have a romantic relationship, I do think this is a month where it's going to go really well. You're going to connect with your person. You're going to go out on dates that are really enjoyable, or just go someplace with them, traveling, that you're celebrating. You're enjoying the people at this location. You're enjoying the food, the scenery, the atmosphere, right? Like everything is enjoyable in this moment with your person. So you could have many, many great moments, not just one, but the whole month feels like a strengthening of your romantic connection, doing things where it's like you're happy to be with this person. You feel like you made the right choice. It's a month of just really appreciating who's around you, especially romantically. For those of you in a relationship or you're married, I also do see too, it's possible for some of you to have a baby or get pregnant with the Ace of Cups and longevity. This makes me think of fostering a new life, growing a new life, which of course that could be long term. So this is something that will take a lot of effort. It will take years, but this is, usually seen as positive. Or if you don't get pregnant or have a baby, this could be even like adopting a pet and understanding you have to raise it for years, having that life for years and nurturing it, giving it love, right? That's a big theme here. Relationships with people, animals, living things, and, giving out love, receiving love, having a really nice month of just enjoying other people or even animals' company. So there's a strong sense of nurturing a life, giving life. This also could be the longevity too, like if you volunteer someplace, right? Like volunteering, so people or animals, depending on where you're volunteering, they will have the longevity of a better outcome of their life. There's a strong focus on like positive outcomes for people, like wanting people to have more success, like you're helping people and you're really enjoying giving. I also see here as well with the 3 of Cups, 9 of Cups, this is some sort of celebration this month, a wish come true. So especially if you want to have a baby, get pregnant, this is something that could happen and you're celebrating it. This could be a wedding too, like some sort of celebration of life, something happening where it's like, wow, I'm so happy for you. People are saying that to you. They're happy for you. I also see as well, this could be getting what you want, like a completion of a goal you've been working on for a long time. So it's like, wow, a wish come true. You finally got your degree to be a lawyer, right? Something like that as well. But there's such a sense of accomplishment and joy this month. It really feels happy, easy, flowing, the energy. And with Judgment here too, sometimes this card can talk about, the judgment of others, but it does really feel here, the other meaning of this card is like a second chance or having new beginnings, even if not everything's changing, but having a new beginning of some kind. So this is also a month where you're having new things that will last a long time once again, but you're really happy about this. You love this, you want this, and it's great. And for those of you who are single, this is definitely a month of finding the right person to connect with, to celebrate with them. So don't be afraid to go on dates or, be in your romantic feelings, because this is a month where I definitely see you having success with building long-term relationships or even friendships if that is what you want. Like speak to people, talk to people randomly. This will give you a chance to have strong social connections or new connections. So I'm going to shuffle some more cards and see what else comes out. Okay, so with these cards, we have healing, restoring hope, culmination, completion, and renewal. Complete, be your authentic self. You are in charge of your life, lead. So a lot of what happens this month too is you feeling in charge, like it says, a leader. So you likely feel with all the good things happening, your mindset, what you're doing, you're feeling a lot of hope towards how you can change your life, control things. So sometimes we can feel out of control if, a lot of bad stuff's happening, we make a mistake too. But this is a month where it's like, no, the opposite. You feel like everything's going good. You feel level-headed, so you can make better choices. You're having a goal finally be completed, a wish of yours come true, your long-term efforts paying off, or you're seeing that progress of a future long-term goal paying off. So there's a lot of happiness here because you're feeling the changes. You're doing what you can as well. It's not just the universe, like things out of your control. You're doing a lot, and you're seeing how, wow, I can take charge and change my life. Wow, this is actually true. It's not something people just say, like, I did a lot to make things happen and now I see it. Or I kept my hope up even if it was difficult and now I see it paying off. A lot of what is happening too with restoring hope, it is making you feel hopeful for the future, believing in longevity. Because if you don't have hope, how can you plan for the future? How can you hope for the future if you can't have that vision before it happens? So this is also something that is being restored to you in August, is the ability to visualize and dream because of this completion. And yeah, complete multiple times. So you're definitely having a month where you're finalizing things, closing things out, having that relief of having something be done. It's like at my work, right? I work in marketing. So we have something called like project management software. So your manager or other people can put in a task for you and you have to check it off, right? So you could have, 5, 10 tasks or none, right? So as I'm working, I'll check those boxes off so other people see the work's done. I know the work's done, and it gives me relief just to see, okay, that's done now. Having that visualization, knowing it's done, I feel so much relief. So I kind of feel like that's how this month is for you guys. You're going to see your work being complete, checked off, done. This is also something I think of too, a bucket list, things people want to do before they pass on, right? So you could have something happen this month that checks off an item off of your bucket list, whether this is traveling someplace or having kids, a new pet, a new romantic relationship, having your degree finally so you can work in that industry, or maybe you have a degree but it took you a long time to get that job and now you finally have it. You can get that experience and level up in that area. So I just see so much completion and so much happiness for all the things you're completing. So I'm going to pull some charms and get some closing out messages for you. Okay, we have the Star. So that is all about hope. Yeah, having your hope come back, seeing it pay off, feeling refreshed, renewed, because you're so happy, so joyous of what is happening. And who doesn't want to finally get something after a long time? Or, just finally reach what you've been yearning for, hoping for. I can't pick this charm up. Okay, hope. Yeah, okay, nice. You got hope twice. So a lot of good things, of course, is going to pick up your morale, your expectations of what is possible, maybe what is happening too this month. It's like you're finally realizing you need to have less criticism of yourself, less negativity in your outlook. This could be something too where it's like you had a negative outlook, or you didn't think something was going to be completed or happen, and then it does happen. So then it's like it completely changes your perspective too. We even have a key that says faith. Yeah. The same message over and over again. So I apologize not to keep saying the same thing. And then we have a bat. So bats can also be a sign of persevering, right? No matter what. Or bats are also quite unique in the sense that they use echolocation, the noises they make, to see because they don't have good eyesight, right? Blind as a bat, that saying. So this could be having that reward too from trusting your instincts, trusting your unusual skills, talents, what you had to do to get those goals, to get that success. This could be you're noticing how you can rely on yourself and have hope in yourself, believe in yourself as well. And with Cancer makes me think of, emotions, family, imaginative, it says. So there's also growth with your family. I keep picking that up too. Hope with your family, good things happening in your family. Maybe there's a lot of family get-togethers, like meeting up with someone you haven't seen in a long time, that type of thing. And then Leo, generous, I think it's supposed to say, but it's not spelled right. So with Leo, this also could be feeling like the world's being generous to you. And Leo also likes attention. So in August, you might like some extra attention if people give it to you. You might be appreciating compliments from people, receiving more of them as well. And Star, again, the little sea star. So some of you too, you could go to the beach, or this could be like going to a seafood restaurant. This also could be like the sea coast could be important. Maybe you're from there, or there's just something notable, like you travel there, you really like it, and that comes up again in August, like memories of it. Okay, and then we have the spider here. Spider also makes me think of like a matriarch, because I think of like a black widow spider being in charge. So this could be like a mother, a grandmother could be important for you. This also could be you're the matriarch, right? Like if you're becoming a mother, that would make sense, or someone who's becoming a mother. This could just be strong woman appearing in your life. You could be a strong woman, like someone who is taking care of others, getting things done. Some sort of matriarch figure in your life will be important in August as well. But that is what I see here for your reading group number 2. I hope you guys liked it. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't yet, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any other videos like this. I hope this reading has helped you in some way. I hope you have a great month ahead, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hey, group number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose Agreement, Strawberry, and Rhodonite. So what I see here, we have the 5 of Swords, 8 of Swords, Page of Cups, 2 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. I feel like in August, this is a month where you could be dealing with a bit of funk, right? Like you could be in a funk or have some like lack of motivation, some sort of difficulty here with these 2 cards, 5 of Swords, 8 of Swords, being stuck in some way, feeling limited in some way. But I do see that with Agreement, there is a sense of pushing past this, and this isn't saying, wow, like say yes to everything, especially if you know it's going to be resulting in something bad. No. This is saying like one way you can overcome this in August is being agreeable in the sense of saying yes to something, even if you feel tired, even if you don't really want to do it. Like it could be pushing yourself to do something, and then once you do it, you're like, oh, this isn't that bad. So this could be like having to take a shower sometimes. Like sometimes that's great, but other times it's like you kind of don't want to get up and take a shower, right? But once you get in, you don't want to get out, and you're in there for a long time. That's what this feels like. You could be dealing with situations like that in August, like feeling this lack of motivation, but once you actually say yes to something, you finally do something, it's not as bad, or if anything, it could be enjoyable. So this is saying approach those moments, like those lack of motivation moments, difficulty, try to approach it by saying yes or trying something, even if you don't want to, even if it's difficult, because it could turn things around for you and make it better. It could balance out your situation here. Or the energy of Libra. could be influencing you by you needing to balance things out, look for the beauty in things, right? But overall, the strawberry card as well makes me think of like having a little treat here and there. So during August, there will be moments where you can treat yourself. You can have these little moments here and there where you do feel like things are going good. But once again, that funk comes through, but you have to push through it anyway. You will push through it, and you will have some moments of peace and joy throughout the month. I also see here as well with the Page of Cups, Two of Wands, this makes me think of needing to look at your emotions in relation to what you're pursuing. There could be something you're pursuing that you're not really into, right? That could be possibly why you're having that funk in August. But this is saying reevaluate where you're putting your energy, where you're spending your time. This is also a situation too, like if you have people with the Five of Swords, if this isn't just the energy you're feeling, we all have up and down moments. If this is caused directly by a person or people, this also could be trying to distance yourself from that situation. So if you have someone who constantly causes conflict, this is trying to avoid them as much as possible, not speak to them. Obviously, there are situations where that can be hard. Like sometimes we have to live with people that are giving us difficulty. Sometimes we have to work with people who are giving us difficulties. If this is what is happening, try to avoid it as much as possible. And even if it's upsetting, focus on doing something else. Okay? Like, for instance, if this was me and something happened, I would then try maybe to film a tarot reading or play guitar, do something else. So I'm not putting my energy into that situation, because you could have someone in your life in August who is purposely trying to steal your energy, purposely causing conflict. So you're not focusing on growing. You're not focusing on succeeding. There is people who do this on purpose, so you're just thinking about the upsetting situation, ruminating on it, and that's time that you could be doing something else, improving your life. I'm not saying you can't feel sad about it, of course. You absolutely can. It makes sense to be sad or upset about that. But some people do this on purpose, so you waste your time. Does that make sense? Like, some people are doing this so that you're not spending time on finding what is going to make you happy. So you don't get out of that funk. They keep trying to put you back in there so you're not growing. You can't leave the situation. You can't gain more than them. People will do this. So you're going to find a way to move past this and focus on yourself still, or say yes to stuff. Even if this drained you, you're still going to find a way to work on your goals instead of ruminating on these people purposely causing you issues or trying to pull you into drama or conflict. And the Three of Pentacles at the end makes me think of finding solutions to positively improve your life. Get what you need, work on what you have to, and see the results from that. So you are having some sort of recognition or positive result from the work you are doing, the things you do say yes to. So this will work in your benefit, even if you have to deal with some difficulty. So I'm going to pull some more cards and see what else comes through. Okay, with these cards here, we have Bliss, Cherishing the Day, Wisdom, Asking Questions. Then we have Grow, Seize Opportunities for Growth, Concentrate, Be Present in the Moment. And yes, as I said, grow. You need to grow anyway, right? And this is also reminding me of something like I started a garden and I'm trying to grow strawberries and they're taking a really long time. I have the sprouts, they grew a bit, but they're not really growing more. So it makes me think of this because we have strawberries and growth. Someone is halting your growth, kind of like the strawberries in my garden. Something's making them not grow. So you have to ask questions and figure out, who is this? Some of you will know already, But if you don't evaluate your life and who is causing you to be distracted, who is causing you, or what situations, right? Like this could be like a difficult project at work or whatever, right? It doesn't have to be just people. I feel it's people, but it could be something else as well. What is distracting you and giving you this funk? You know, try to search, take time to reflect in August so that you are not halted, because I don't feel it's you directly. It feels like someone's pulling you in something, right? They're pulling you into the drama. They're pulling you into conflict when you're trying to do other things, but then you're distracted. Then you're in this funk, you're tired, you're drained, and you can't do what you have to. Not because you don't want to, like you're tired. So that is not fair to you. You will figure this out in August, but just make sure you take the time to reflect so this unfolds the best way for you. You will grow. As it says, focus on the present moment so that you're not wasting your time on this any longer. That's a distraction. Don't fall for it. This is on purpose. And with bliss, cherishing the day, yeah, find moments throughout the day, even if you're tired, even if you can't do everything you want to do, try to find one thing, two things that you can sit down and say, I really appreciate this. I'm really glad for this. One thing for me that's like this, as an example, is I always like the morning coffee, right? Like right before bed, I'm always like, I can't wait till the morning just to have coffee. I don't really care for everything else. Like I don't want to go to work and stuff like that, but I'm glad to have the coffee at least, or to sit on the porch and have like coffee or tea or something like that to start the day. That's something for me that's nice to do that I can always appreciate, even if everything else isn't good. So you have to do something like this to motivate yourself. I know this is difficult and unfair, but you will get out of this situation. Don't give up. Once again, don't give up. Find the motivation here by doing something like that, thinking of something like that, and eliminating the distraction or blocking the distraction as much as you can. I know it can be hard depending on your situation. We can't always avoid people or situations like that, but you are being super, super, super called. Avoid it as much as possible. Don't respond to people trying to get you to say something. Go the other way and work on your hobbies. Work on what is giving you joy, money, relationships, whatever it is you want. Focus on that. So I'm going to put down some charms and close out your reading. Okay, we have star. So the star, I know it can relate to hope, but in this case, I feel like for you guys, not only hope, but success. You have to focus on what's going to make you successful, not what's going to make you fail. And don't buy into beliefs that you don't have a path forward, because even in challenging situations, we can limit ourselves if we think, oh, it can't change, or there's nothing I can do. Sometimes, even if it's a difficult situation and you have valid points, sometimes when we think that, we can eliminate our ability to see clearly opportunities that do appear or things we can do. So try not to focus on that. Try to focus on what can I do? How can I succeed? How am I already successful? And then we have, it kind of looks like a cherry blossom in some way, this flower. So I also think of like springtime, something fresh, something new. Maybe you have to do something new, right? Do something new, agree, say yes to something new. Don't be scared of new situations or something changing, because that could also help you get out of this situation or avoid this conflict. I also see too the color pink here. Strawberries are more red, but yeah, color pink. That makes me think of softness, sweetness. You might have to be more sweet to yourself. Maybe, too, you could be blaming yourself for an outside conflict that really isn't your fault. I mean, if we make a mistake and we reflect on it, sure, that's not wrong, but you don't want to take responsibility for something that's not yours to take responsibility for, because that's also victimizing yourself, right? Like people talk about people with a victim mindset, but some of those people who say that, they victimize themselves by saying, well, everything's my fault even when it isn't. And that doesn't make sense to me. If you didn't do something, you didn't do something. If you did something, then yes, step up, take accountability for it. But I feel you are being blamed for something that's not your fault. So don't take this criticism if you know it's not you. Okay, and then we have the unicorn. Yes. So unicorn makes me think of something unique, something special. So you could have something unique and special that you're overlooking. So also reflect on your talents, your skills, your abilities, and write down a list about what you appreciate about yourself, right? What do you think is great that you have? What are your star qualities, okay? And that might sound silly, but I feel like you guys really need to look at the positives of yourself or what's going on around you, because you have a lot of negativity around you. I'm not saying it's all butterflies and rainbows, but there is something here to pick you up. You do have some sort of talent or skill that you can use to stand out, which also can improve your situation. So don't sell yourself short and believe that you do have talents and gifts. Then we have Aquarius. Aquarius also talks about something unusual and strange, but of course in a good way. So some of you guys could have Aquarian traits, or you could be an Aquarius, but I also think of like technology, forward thinking, innovation. So you could be doing something in August that has to do with technology or innovating something to make it better and change it. And then we have this wheel, taking control, steering things in the direction you want. You can do this, even if it's hard, even if it takes a while because of your circumstances, you absolutely will be able to do this. So please, once again, don't give up or give into the funk that you could be experiencing. And then we have an elephant. So elephants are gentle giants, intelligent and emotional. So you guys could be someone who's really intelligent, but you could be too intelligent to the point it hurts you, right? You could be someone who has to act or do something without thinking about it. You have to be more impulsive, right? You have to do something a little out there as well. But you could think so much that you stop yourself from doing something because you're worried about the consequences, what will happen if it goes wrong. And with agreement too, that's saying, yeah, say yes to more things, do more things, even if you're scared, be a little bit more impulsive and spontaneous, because that's going to help break up some of these issues that you're experiencing and lead you to have a better result. But that was your reading, group number 3. I hope you guys liked it. I hope it has helped you in some way. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't yet, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any other videos like this. I hope your month ahead is great. I hope you overcome this challenge, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.